Pole vaulting is a very technical sport. There's lots of training.
Running down the runway and getting over the bar, you just gotta go for it.
You run, use a pole to launch yourself over a bar, and just go as high as you can.
So you just want to jump higher than everyone else?
The goal of pole vaulting, what pole vaulting is about, is to run as fast as you can down the runway with a pole in your hand, holding as high as you can, and spring up off the ground, swing up as high as you can on the pole, and go over a crossbar. Hi, this is Jerry Cahill, and today you'll meet some athletes I coach, and although I teach them about pole vaulting, they are a major support system for me, and they help me keep my life in perspective. An educational grant from Allergan helped make this podcast possible.
A typical day would be we get down to practice at around 3 o'clock and begin setting up. If it's not set up by the time he's here, then there's trouble.
If someone's, let's say, 10 or 15 minutes late to practice, sometimes they'll have to do 15 leapfrogs across the football field.
We do some warm-ups, some stretches. We start doing drills on the runway, which he helps us through because he helps us with our technique, and all of that ties into our vault, which we go do later.
You get a lot more height. Your height is just like you swing up and it's like flat line right onto the bar. You need to really explode off the top, but if you move out 6 inches, that should help you a lot. Okay?
During the vaulting, it's all business, and then on the drop of a hat, there's humor and there's fun, and that's kind of what really makes pole vault a special sport here.
You'll always leave knowing that he pushed you to the max. He's the kind of coach where he'll tell you to do 30 push-ups, and then he'll get down and do 30 push-ups with you.
The difference between Coach Cahill and other coaches is he has so much experience because he's been coaching for 30-something years.
Coach Cahill knows your individual problems, and he's always helping you.
I've never had a coach that pushed me so hard and inspired me so much.
3 steps. 5. So on 4, you've got to be going 2, 3, 4, and 5. The 4 to 30?
Yeah.
It's too soft. Go to the 40. We have one, right?
Yeah.
You can't do anything with that pole, James. It's reinforcing your mistake. Your mistake is when you plan out, you sit. So when you jump with this pole and it's soft, you sit more. We need to get a pole that's stiff enough so it doesn't let you just whomp out and sit there, that it's going to force you to jump up. Or it's going to throw you on your butt. Okay? All right, come on. All right, let's hold that down for Sarah. Sarah, let's go. Let's just jump at this.
It was my first day at practice, and the upperclassmen who were on the team said there's something special about the coach. He has cystic fibrosis, did not know what that meant. I had to look it up later.
He's very low-key about it, and he's Coach Cahill, not Coach Cahill with CF.
We went on a trip to Florida, I remember, and Jerry was hooking his port up, and that was the first time I was like, what is that? What's going on?
And you really don't know what it is. You kind of have an idea that it affects his lungs, and I came, I think, a year or two after he had his transplant. So it was kind of the new Coach Cahill, the new and improved coach. And he kind of explained that his immune system was compromised, and that whenever we're sick or not feeling well, just stay away from him, and just make sure we always bump. So it's better to bump.
Let's start climbing with your right hand. We'll do 20. So it's... Why is nobody doing it? Oh, you didn't say start. Guys, let's go. Ready? Start with your right hand. Ready? Begin.
One of the big things was germs and how he's immunosuppressed. So we were very, very careful with that from the very beginning. So he makes sure to tell everyone on the team if you have a cold or if you have the sniffles or anything, let him know. So we really took that religiously to the point where sometimes even he would look at us like, you're fine, I'm okay. His big thing, he's not a bubble boy, and he really is about living in the world and being okay.
I think he deals with it really well, and I think it's made him almost stronger as a person. He's a very happy and great character.
All right, Lewis, let's go.
kind of gives us a little bit of motivation, and if you ever say you can't do something, he was able to do what we did a lot better, and he had a lot more obstacles to go through.
What happened?
I think I took off at the plant. Like, no, I didn't come square to the...
Yeah, well, and you didn't drive your knee at all. No matter what, you've got to keep driving your knee and bring it back into your chest.
Okay.
What you did is just brought it up and sat there because the jump didn't feel right to you. No matter what, you've got to finish the jump. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, come on.
Sometimes if he's really sick and can't make it, he'll still send us a workout. So we always have something to do, and he's always there for us. He never really stops.
There are times when he sends an email at 1 o'clock in the morning. He says, "Hey, Coach, why are you up so late?" "Oh, I'm just sitting in the hospital bed, have nothing to do." So he's always working hard for us, and he wants us to be the best, and we have to do our best for him.
Even when I get home from the practice, he'll call us and ask us like how the workout went and how everything was. And even he'll make sure like someone was here watching us, like just to help us out. So even though when he can't make it, which is very rare, he always is like there in spirit, just trying to help us out.
He's our friend. He cares about us, how we're doing in school, and he wants us to be the best for ourselves and for others around us.
That's a little better, but you're not completing the swing. This is the pole. You're swinging up to here and dropping. You've got to keep swinging your legs to the top of the pole. Keep staying with the pole and swing all the way up. Better. See the difference? Now, on a 1 to 10, that was a 3. Let's take it up to a 5. Okay? Good.
Well, I think it's pretty amazing as a new set of lungs and all that. He's been through like so much, and he's still so active and healthy all the time.
He's always, how can I get better? How can I keep pushing, keep reaching, and keep going for it?
To give one word to describe Coach, I would say he's resilient.
Inspirational.
Resilient.
He's motivational.
Inspirational because he's inspired so many people.
Whatever he does, he's always bouncing back. Right after a double lung transplant, 6 months later, he was running a 6K in the Run to Breathe.
He never lets his disease get the best of him. He never lets how tired he is get the best of him. We'll have practice late at night and a meet early in the morning, and you couldn't tell. And he does a lot of driving to come help us, and that really makes a difference.
If I had to use one word to describe Coach Kale, I'd say he's a miracle.